It's the AEW Elite General Manager Invitational.
Folks, our AEW Elite GM tournament continues. We are so close to the end. We got one more match here before the talent finals, and it's Evil Uno going up against Orange Cassidy.
Hi, this is Evil Uno of the Dark Order, the sharpest dressed man in all Elite Wrestling, and the best general manager in all Elite GM.
Here we are, week one, Evil Uno, starting off real conservative here. Luchasaurus versus Pac in singles competition. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, Luchasaurus down. Luchasaurus ended up doing really well for a couple competitors in the first round, so already kind of shocking to see him lose out of the gate. Utilizing Pac again in the second match versus MJF. Pac takes the win again. Wrapping up this week in our main event, we've got Darby Allen versus Jungle Boy, two great young guys who are definitely going to be the future of this business. Jungle Boy ends up winning over Darby Allen. Very conservative start on Uno's side, only end up getting a 2-star, slight increase across all the stats. Contract signing in that first round definitely helped Luchasaurus, but didn't get him the win. Ultimately, not really a major gain for Uno, so kind of a costly mistake there. Here we are round one with Orange Cassidy. I don't think really anyone expected him to even make it this far, but apparently he did try a little bit. So in this first round, we've got a 4-way matchup, good mix of Ricky Starks, Lee Johnson, Nick Jackson, and Uno, with Nick Jackson taking the win. Next up, we've got the second match, Allie versus Britt. Start off strong with the use of a gimmick, that sexy spray up in here, and that helped Britt take the victory. In our main event, we've got Ricky Starks versus Nick Jackson. Good resource management from Orange Cassidy, reusing some wrestlers that he drafted. That way then he can save a bit of money and see how that pays off. 3-star match to kick us off. Big increase in fans. I think coming out top, using the gimmicks out of the gate, I think that was a big win. That second match probably ended up getting him a higher increase in stats than it would have normally. Week 2, Evil Uno is kicking us off with some tag team, fatal 4-way action. Here we go, Darby Allen, Pac, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy. This is a great pairing, Darby Allen with the win. Smart move on Uno's part. He's actually booking the exact same match for match 2, so utilizing all the same wrestlers, you're building up a little bit of risk. The morale could drop, their injury risk does increase a bit, but here we are, week 3 as well. This is an interesting strategy by Uno. Good use of multi-man matches, that's going to help your stats, but utilizing the same wrestlers over and over again, long term, that may end up hurting him. Let's see how he did. 3-star match, again, in the short term, this was a great move. Barely using any wrestlers, didn't have to draft any new people, and we see massive increase in stats on all 3 matches. Good use of the hospitality table on that main event. It did differentiate a little bit. Let's see how Orange Cassidy answers the challenge. Starting off strong with another 4-way match, similar to last time. Nick Jackson, Uno, Lee Johnson, and Ricky Starks, with absolute Ricky Starks taking the win. Here we are, a different women's matchup, Britt Baker versus Nila Rose in our second matchup of this week. Nila defeating the current women's champion. Ooh, got that sexy spray back. Orange seems to like the sexy spray. It's turns you orange. Maybe that's a reason why. I don't know. Nick Jackson bests Ricky Starks. Let's see how Orange did. Week 2, 3-star match. Not a huge increase, but a consistent rise overall. Great move. This was a very conservative play on Orange's part. Again, we're seeing a little bit of gimmicks. However, that second match ultimately didn't do well, unfortunately. Here we are at week 3. What is Evil Uno going to do? Starting with a 4-way matchup. Darby, Pac, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy. We've seen a lot of these competitors that he's used before. A little worried about what this means for injuries for all the wrestlers, so we're going to see how this plays out. Using that same strategy he used in week 2, we see Uno basically doing the exact same match multiple times. So getting a little bit of a... it's quite a risky strategy. I think he's really going to see how much money can we save, what's our money increase looking like. I'm really kind of curious what the long-term play here is. Again, here's what we were talking about with that long-term strategy. We did see a drop in morale, and part of that is if you utilize wrestlers too much, they lose morale, they potentially get injured. I think this strategy is starting to bite Uno in the butt a little bit. Let's see how Orange Cassidy is going to answer. Starting off with his patented 4-way match, Nick Jackson, Uno, Starks, and Lee Johnson coming in with this 4-way. Evil Uno wins it this time around. Match 2, we have a 4-way women's competition. I don't think something we've seen so far in this division. This is really great. Ooh, Brandy takes the win. I don't think anybody saw that coming. 3 4-way matches in a row for Orange Cassidy. Again, he just redid that first round, so utilizing a little bit of the same strategy that Uno has, but ultimately adding in a little bit of variety. So maybe a little bit of risk, maybe a little bit of reward as well. We're seeing that pay off quite a bit. His morale is going up, whereas Uno's morale went down this time. No use of segments, so he saved some money and some stats there. Good use of multi-man matches all the way through. Good increase in that main event too. Week 4, let's see what Evil Uno does. He's running at a deficit to Orange Cassidy, starting strong with a 4-way match. Phoenix, Pac, Trent, and MJF, changing it up a little bit from his strategy that he's had before. Maybe he learned that what he had wasn't working. Pac takes the win in this first match. Second match, we've got another 4-way. Seems to be a very similar matchup to last time, although we've swapped out Pac for Darby Allen. Darby Allen did take it. New strategy from Uno we're seeing here. We've got this 4-way matchup again. Similar faces, new faces, kind of utilizing the roster, but still got 4-way match. Is going to see what he does to his full stats. 3 stars from Uno this round. We got a little bit back in our morale. Small climb. I don't think it's going to be enough to catch up to Orange. Unfortunately, I think Uno spent a little too much money using all of those 4-way matches. Let's see how Orange answers him. Starting off strong in a 6-way competition. We see a lot of the names and faces that he's been playing before. Mr. Brody Lee making an appearance in this first round, but Ricky Stark ends up taking it. Good use of gimmicks in this second round. We have Brandy coming in thanks to Sue's fan. Give her a little kiss. Ooh, not enough. Britt Baker takes the win. A massive 6-man tag action in this third match. Jackson Starks, Lee Johnson, Matt Hardy, Uno, and Brody Lee, with Dark Order being victorious. 3-star match. He's well over 2 million fans. His morale is crippling Uno's. I think Uno dropping morale in that third week definitely was going to be at a deficit, utilizing a lot of those gimmicks, but also still being conservative where he needed to be. But Orange single-handedly took this round, so we're going to end up seeing what happens in this next matchup.
Really close game. High intensity. I know that's not something we really expected.
I mean,
Orange Cassidy, maybe you.
Of course it's going to be intense. Look at us.
That's true.
2 intense men right here.
Here we are, second round, week 1, Evil Uno, starting off strong with Dustin Rhodes and Scorpio Sky in singles competition. Being very careful with those resources out of the gate, kind of seeing how things are going to go before we change up strategies. But let's not be too conservative. Let's start out this week 1 with a 4-way women's division contest, no less. Brandy Rhodes, main event in this first week. We see singles competition, Cash Wheeler versus MJF. A little fighting inside the pinnacle here, but Cash Wheeler and his magnificent chest hair end up taking the win. This was a smart play on Uno's part, really starting off this round strong. 3 stars, good increase across all stats. Nice use of the hospitality table on the 4-way match. The 4-way match already gets you a good increase in stats. Hospitality table is very cost effective, so nice little segment modifier there. Let's see what Orange does to answer it. Oh, also with a 4-way women's contest. Oh, nope, we've got tag action in this one. Here we go. Riho stomping on Ty, and Riho and her partner Brandy take the win on this one. Oh, here we go. Orange Cassidy and his gimmicks. He's a big fan of that sexy spray. Sexy spray on Nick Jackson. Not enough to beat Jungle Boy. Match 3, we've got Brandy Rhodes versus Nila Rose. Both utilized in that first week. Good resource management on Orange's parts. Brandy takes the win. 3-star match from Orange Cassidy. Nice increase overall. Use of gimmicks in that second match on a singles match, so good conservative play, but also pushing it a little bit hard. Both men doing fantastic so far this round. Let's see what Evil Uno does in this week 2 matchup against Orange Cassidy. Opening with a singles competition, Nick Jackson and Cash Wheeler. Conservative play. Let's see, I think maybe he put a segment on this match. We'll have to see what it looks like in the match review. Match 2, we've got another 4-way women's contest here. Nyla, Brandy, Allie, and Ty Conti. Good action overall. Brandy being a little OP coming out of maternity leave. Match 3, we have a rematch of our match 1, Nick Jackson and Cash Wheeler. Uno being known for his resource management at this point. Let's see if that helped him out at all or not. 3-star matchup. We were right. He did end up using the hospitality table in that first round. Definitely helped increase a couple things here and there. General increase overall, not a massive gain. That women's match did him a solid, though, in the fans department. Let's see how Orange Cassidy responds. Booking an almost identical matchup to Uno. Seems like these 4 women are a fantastic mix in order to get a high amount of fans in Elite General Manager. Second matchup, here we are, Orange Cassidy, known for his use of gimmicks. We've got a chain, Jungle Boy, not enough to best him against Ortiz. Third matchup, we're utilizing Ortiz again here and Nick Jackson. So again, if you utilize those wrestlers too much, their morale does drop and the risk for injury does increase. And if they become injured, you won't be able to use them and you'll have to sit them out. Orange Cassidy doing a conservative play here, but still seeing the benefits of that labor. 3-star match, use of gimmicks on that second one. We're about halfway through this round now, entering week 3 with Evil Uno. Starting off strong in 4-way contest, Nick Jackson, Cash Wheeler, MJF, and Dustin Rhodes. This is where Uno's been saving all of his money, and he's going to start using a lot of those multi-man matches for more expensive, but risk and reward, as we've talked about before, and we've seen with Elite General Manager in these multiplayer matches. Here we are, we've got tag competition, a lot of these strong women's athletes, Brandy and Ty, winning combination. Here we are, a 4-way matchup in our main event, Nick Jackson, Cash Wheeler, MJF, and Dustin Rhodes. Good combo. I don't think we saw Dustin in those first 2 weeks, so definitely a solid draft pick. Good use of money coming in. How did Uno do in week 3? Well, he got a 3-star match, good increase overall. Pre-tape and catering definitely helps out a little bit in that main event, but it did decrease in speed a little bit. That might not have helped in the stats department as well as he would have hoped. See how Orange Cassidy answers, also starting off with a multi-man match. Nick Jackson, Ortiz, Jungle Boy, Scorpio Sky in tag competition. Scorpio Sky and Jungle Boy, a good pairing I'd actually love to see outside of Elite General Manager. Strong women's contest here, Brandy Rhodes versus Rio. I think this is a new women's pairing for Orange Cassidy. Brandy takes the win. Match 3, ooh, what is this? We got Jungle Boy coming out of Sue's van. That's a recipe for success right here. Of course, Jungle Boy, can't go wrong with a kiss from Sue. Just want to point out that Orange Cassidy did make use of Sue's van. You have to stay within the Best Friends universe here. He's doing great staying in kayfabe. He's also doing great in this game. Fantastic job, Orange Cassidy. Good use of gimmicks, solid booking matches, multi-man singles, utilizing everything. Week 4, will Evil Uno best Orange Cassidy this round? We're starting off strong with a 4-way contest. Nick Jackson, Cash Wheeler, MJF, and Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes was introduced in the last week. Doesn't seem like he's going to get the win. MJF's going to walk away with it. Similar strategy that we've seen Uno best before. We have a 4-way match, similar casting to what we had previously, with Santana swapping in for Dustin Rhodes. Cash Wheeler takes it this time. Similar matchup. This is exactly the same as match 2. We see Santana in the place of Dustin Rhodes. Cash wins it all again. This was a good move for Uno as far as making sure we're saving money and still gaining a large number of fans. If you can see in that match 3, huge increase. The steak dinner had a big play in increasing stats to make sure that that match was as effective as it could be. But as you can see, the use of wrestlers over and over again definitely hurt Uno's morale. Let's see what Orange Cassidy does. Starting off strong with tag competition, Nila, Riho, Brandy, and Ty. These 4 women killing it, bringing in lots of fans. Good on Orange. Brandy and Nila take the win. Going with a strong multi-man strategy in this last week. Nick Jackson coming out with a barbed wire broom. Orange Cassidy being known for his good use of gimmicks at this point. Jungle Boy ends up winning this one. Match 3, we've got a good tag contest here. Nick Jackson and Jungle Boy versus Cash Wheeler and Ortiz. Solid action, no use of gimmicks. Seems that Orange Cassidy is being real conservative with those. Let's see how he did. Orange Cassidy barely taking Uno in this one. He saw a drop in morale as well, but not as steep as Uno did. I think Uno started a little bit lower, so even Orange dropping those 43 points, that still puts him above where Uno ended up. Unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to Evil Uno, but Orange Cassidy, I think, surprised everyone, has a really great strategy for this game.
Uno came within a hair of winning this thing. Tiebreaker, a lot of drama going on. What's going through your head right now?
You know, there's nothing wrong with losing to the better team. You know, we both came into the ice today, and the other team just was the better team today. And unfortunately, they learned way more out of the first round than we did. We seemed to be doing really well on week 1, but then on week 2 we started getting flustered. In the end, they played the better game, they played the better stick, and that's okay. We're going to go back and we'll be a better team next season for sure.
What was your strategy?
You know, going into it, we knew how strong Uno was of a player, and I'm not going to take anything away from his playing out there, but a lot of calls on the field went his way. There's nothing to do about that. You know, going into a tie and then coming into that tiebreaker, to have the support that we needed to really push through. We'll go back and look at that second game, and it was just it wasn't even close. I knew it right from the beginning. He was flustered, and he just couldn't get his scroll down. I'm just looking forward to the championship game.
Thank you, Orange Cassidy. You're going to face Nila in the finals of the talent division.
Download AEW Elite General Manager, available now on iOS and Android.